Sometimes a song isn't just a song, right? It's more like a manifesto, a blueprint for an artist's whole identity. And that's exactly what we're diving into today with Yo-Yo Honey Singh's track, JAADUGAR. We're going to break it down lyric by lyric to really uncover the magic behind the man.
So it all kicks off with this chant, Jadugar, Jadugar, Jadu. Magician, magician, magic. It's hypnotic, right? So simple it just keeps repeating, and it pulls you into this kind of mysterious vibe. But of course, it makes you ask a question.
Yeah, what is the magic he's talking about? What's he actually doing? Well, that's the puzzle we're going to solve together. And the best part? All the clues are right there in the lyrics.
So here's our game plan for cracking this code. First, we'll look at the Jadugar persona itself. Then we'll get into his magic of transformation, see how he conquers the world, feel that hypnotic charm, and wrap it all up with the big reveal, his identity as the international villager.
All right, first things first, the Jadugar persona. Before we can get into the tricks, we got to understand the magician, right? And this is so important. A Jadugar is not just a magician doing card tricks. We're talking about an enchanter, a sorcerer, someone who does the impossible. So right out of the gate, he's telling us his power is way beyond just putting on a show. And notice how specific he is. He doesn't just say he's a magician. Nope, he says he's the Hindi magician. And that's not just a random detail. It's his anchor, grounding everything he does in a very clear cultural space. So the big question is, how does this guy prove he's a magician? Well, he's not pulling rabbits out of a hat. No, his magic is way more tangible. It's all about the magic of transformation. And his very first trick? It's basically financial alchemy. Think about it. He's not just saying he makes a lot of money. He's claiming he can actually change the very nature of it, like he can bend economic reality to his will. And this is the line right here. This is the boast. I'm a magician. I turn rupees into dinars. See? It's not some vague, I'm going to be rich statement. It's a super specific claim about creating incredible value. And just to put that into perspective, look at this. He's talking about turning the Indian rupee into the Kuwaiti dinar, which is one of the highest valued currencies on the planet. So this isn't just about getting wealthy. It's about a massive, almost unbelievable multiplication of value. And he doesn't stop there. He totally doubles down. He says his deals aren't in crores, millions, but in Arab, which means billions. The sheer scale of what he's claiming, it's just staggering. Okay, so once he's established that he's got this incredible financial power, what's the next act? He goes global. He's taking that influence and spreading it all over the world. This isn't just about money anymore. This is about pure reach. And if you listen to the lyrics, he basically gives us his travel itinerary. He says he shook the world, he talks about heading to the Middle East, he's always on a plane. But, and this is key, he connects it all back home, saying he's operating out of Delhi, hunting for his next big thing. So it's this perfect mix, global ambition, but with really strong local roots. But, his magic isn't just about the big stuff like money and flying around the world. He also claims to have this much more personal, almost psychological power. We're talking about a kind of hypnotic charm, an influence that you just can't resist. Listen to this line, I flow in your veins like chemicals. Wow, that is such a powerful metaphor, right? He's saying his influence is addictive, it's all-consuming. He's not just a song you listen to, he's something that gets inside your system. And he knows it. He's totally aware of this power he has. He's not some passive artist. He loves the effect he has on people, saying he was glad to know someone lost sleep over him. That's some serious confidence. It's like a magician who knows for a fact that his spell is working. He even lays out exactly how he does it. It's like a 3-step guide to being hypnotized. Step 1, the command, just feel it. Step 2, the focus, now close your eyes. And step 3, the subject, concentrate on yo-yo. He's literally handing you the instruction manual to fall under his spell. Okay? And that brings us to the grand finale. This is the final act, where all these different pieces of the puzzle just click into place. And this is where he solves a problem that, really, every global artist faces. So think about it. On one hand, you've got Antarashtriya, that's being international, global, modern. And on the other, you have Desi, which is local, traditional, rooted in the Indian subcontinent. For most artists, this is a real struggle. You either have to choose one or try to balance them. But what does he do? He just
refuses to choose. And then he drops this one line that is basically the entire point of the song, I am the international villager, the Desi artist. And you have to realize, that's not a contradiction. It's a declaration. It's him fusing these two massive worlds into one.
And that, right there, is his final and maybe his greatest magic trick. He just erases the border between these two worlds. He's not an Indian artist who made it big overseas or a global star who remembers his roots. He is both at the same time. He's created this totally new persona that's somehow globally dominant and authentically local. And man, does that resonate, especially with a global audience of people who are living in multiple cultures every single day. So it kind of leaves us with this bigger thought, doesn't it? How can art completely erase borders, but at the same time celebrate exactly where it came from? That incredible ability to be both things at once? Maybe that's the real magic of the international villager.